most amazing artist. Today I'm going to be creating a self-portrait out of shapes, starting with a circle for my head, a square for my neck, a rectangle for my body or my torso, and more rectangles for my legs, my arms, and then ovals for my feet, as well as half circles or semicircles for my hands. Now for my nose, I'm using letters I might know, like an N, a U, or an L nose, and then maybe even some dots for the eyes, letters I might know like C's for the ears, and doing all that on my self-portrait on my paper. But of course, the first thing I should have done was write my name on my paper. Silly Miss Q. When I'm all done drawing my self-portrait, because it's okay to be different, so I want to make sure that I'm taking my time to add the details that make me unique. I always wear dresses, so I'm going to put a dress on top of my body here. Then I'm going to add some eyelashes and eyebrows, and now start outlining with a Sharpie. I'm outlining all of my pencil lines that I was happy with. You don't have to erase all of your pencil lines, because after we outline them with Sharpie, then we can erase any mistakes that you might have made. Now I'm adding some details to my clothes, because I always wear clothes that usually have patterns on them, because I love art. So I'm also going to be holding a paintbrush and a palette of paint. I'm also going to show my glasses. So let's draw your self-portrait. To start out with, you're going to have a piece of paper that has a circle sketched out in pencil on it. Now, start with pencil. We can use Sharpie later, but definitely start with pencil in case you need to erase. We might need to erase anything after we build our shape of our body and then add the details on top. So I'm going to start out by drawing my neck. Now for my neck, I'm drawing a square shape. I'm going to be drawing on my whiteboard as well so that you can see it really dark, because it's a little bit hard to see pencil. When you're drawing with pencil, you should draw light till you get it right. That way it's easier to erase. On the back of your paper, go ahead and write your name and your class code. Then flip it over to the side with a circle. After you write your name, flip your paper over to the side with a circle. Now I'm grabbing my pencil and I'm going to draw a square right underneath the circle to make my neck. So draw a small square under your circle. Go ahead and work on yours. After I draw my square, then I'm going to draw a bigger square, or almost like a rectangle. This is going to be attached to the square, like my neck, and that's going to make my torso. That's your upper body. That's probably around your shirt area. Go ahead and make yours now. After I draw my torso, or my rectangle for my shirt, then I'm going to draw some more rectangles, but this time these two rectangles are a little bit longer and they're attached there to represent my arms. So I'm going to make two long rectangles for my arms. If you wanted your arms pointing up, like saying, yay, you could put them a different direction, but I'm putting mine down almost near my sides of my body, just like I was walking. Now I'm going to make two more rectangles about the same size, maybe a little bit longer. I'm going to make them underneath my shirt. These are going to be my legs. Go ahead and make all of your rectangles for your arms and legs now. Next two shapes that I'm going to draw are ovals. These are going to be under the rectangles to represent my feet. Go ahead and draw your two ovals at the bottom of your paper near your legs now. The next shape that I'm going to draw is a semicircle. A semicircle is half of a circle. So I'm going to take my circle and cut it in half, and I'm left with a semicircle. Now I'm going to put that semicircle or half circle at the bottom of my rectangles that were supposed to be my arms. That semicircle is going to make it look like my hands. Now I have my circle head, my rectangle or square neck, my rectangle or square torso, my rectangle legs, my oval shoes, my rectangle arms, and my semicircle hands. Now I'm ready to do the face. That's definitely what makes me unique, is all of our different unique facial features, as well as our body. So you might have drawn yours different, because it's okay to be different. I'm going to find the middle of my circle. Is that the middle? Is that the middle? What about there? That's the middle. I'm going to draw a nose in the middle of my circle. Before you draw yours, there's a few different easy ways to draw a nose if you don't know how. You can make it like the letter U, the letter N, or the letter L. Those are some letters of the alphabet that kind of look a little like noses that are really simple to draw. Now, on top of my nose, on either side of it, a little bit above it, I'm going to put my eyes. I'm making 2 dots for eyes above my nose, to the left and to the right of them. After I have my dots, now I'm going to make my eyes a little bit more detailed. I'm going to add detail by making one more circle around that dot. The dot is called the pupil of your eye, or sometimes the colored part is the iris. We're not getting into too much detail. So you could do that by making a circle around that dot, or you could do it another way. You could also make your dots and then make a little curve on top of them, and even a curve below them. These are just 3 different ways that you could draw your eyes, but you can draw them however you would like to. It's up to you because you're the artist. Go ahead and draw your eyes. You'll see that the next thing I work on is a little curvy line facing upwards for my smile. You could do yours showing your teeth by making a line on top of your curve to make kind of like a sideways letter D, or to add a little bit of your cheek there with another line. Now don't forget about your eyebrows. Eyebrows are really important. Add some eyebrows on top of your eyes. Eyebrows show emotion. If we didn't have eyebrows, you wouldn't be able to see if we're happy or if we're sad or angry. They definitely change how your face looks and how you feel. After I do my eyebrows, then I'm going to draw my ears. Ears are just like the letter C and a backwards letter C on either side of your head. You could draw your ears big or small, however they are in real life, because it's okay to be different. After I'm finished with my smile, my nose, my eyes, my eyebrows, and my ears, now I have to put the hair on top of my head. We all have hair on top of our heads, attached to our heads, even if your hair is short, or even if you're bald, there's still a little bit of a hairline there. So I'm making my hairline on my forehead above that circle, or kind of attached to the circle, and then I'm going to make my hair. Now, if your hair is long, it might come down around your hair or around your face and down to your shoulders. Or if it's short or curly, you might have to do different lines to show that. Here are some different ways that you could draw hair. Depending on how yours is, it's going to be different. So think about how your hair looks and how you could draw it. Then you can add any details that make you you, like eyelashes, or maybe a necklace, or maybe the clothes that you wear. So this is the part where you really get to personalize it. I'm changing mine into a dress because I wear dresses all the time. So I'm going to change that shirt and the pants into a dress. That's why it's important to use a pencil so I can erase. If you were using marker, you wouldn't be able to do that. I'm using a whiteboard marker and I'm going to color in the shirt to make it black. We are only going to be using marker after the pencil, so make sure that you do a very good job at drawing your outlines. So if you want to wear a t-shirt, put those lines on the rectangles to show where your arms are and where the t-shirt shoulders are. And then if you wanted to wear long sleeves, you could show that, but you need to make a line to show those things. If you wanted to wear shorts, you would have to show that too. Draw those lines in the middle of your rectangles for legs so you wear pants. If you were wearing jeans or long pants, then you kind of already have that. You could even make you holding something in your hands that shows it's you, because we are all different and you want to show what makes you unique. Now, instead of erasing right now, like I might be tempted to, I'm going to erase after I'm done with all of my outlining. I'm going to use my Sharpie to outline everything. If you're all done and happy with your self-portrait, you can start outlining now. Use the Sharpie to outline all of your pencil lines. This is very important that you go on top of any of your pencil lines with the Sharpie. This makes it really stand out and makes everybody able to see your awesome drawing. So when you're done drawing with pencil, go ahead and use your Sharpie to carefully outline. Remember, I'm not using my Sharpie to scribble or really color. I'm just carefully using it to trace over top of my pencil lines. This makes them turn into black and really stand out against the white paper. So I might even add some designs to my shirt or my dress, maybe add something in your hair or a hat or a bow, make yourself holding something that shows you, add glasses, add jewelry, whatever it is that makes you unique. I can't wait to see the things that you do to represent yourself, because there's only one you and it's okay to be different. Then I'll erase with my big eraser, not the one on the back of my pencil, erasing with my big eraser to get rid of all the pencil lines and clean it up. I'm erasing in the safety zone of my letter L. Then I can shake off all the pencil shavings or the eraser shavings, and then I'm ready to draw a bubble. I'm going to draw a big bubble around myself. This bubble is going to be how I cut out my picture. So I'm going to draw a bubble that's not touching but very closely hugging my entire picture. It's not quite a circle because it's hugging it closer than just circling. Then I get out my scissors. When I hold my scissors, I always hold them carefully at the bottom, never holding a blade of the scissor like that. If I'm walking or holding my scissors without using them, that's how I hold it. I always want to hold my scissors away from my body with my thumb up. Thumb goes on top and your other two fingers, your peace sign fingers, go on the bottom. We never want to be cutting our fingers or cutting towards our body. That wouldn't be safe. We also don't want to do crazy daddy shark chomps. We want to do little baby shark chomps all the way around your paper. Now your other hand, your lazy hand, needs to wake up because it has an important job today. Your lazy hand, that usually doesn't do anything like draw or paint, needs to wake up and hold the paper for you and turn it as you cut. I'm going to turn the paper with my lazy hand, wake up lazy hand, and turn it as I cut my self-portrait out very carefully. I'm making sure I'm cutting all across that line, not cutting off any feet or cutting off any hands because then we'd have to do surgery. Let's try to not have any surgeries today or boo-boos on our pictures. Hopefully, after you've cut out your self-portrait, then you'll be able to glue it. We're going to be gluing our self-portraits to our awesome paintings that we made. We're going to be gluing them to the middle. Now it's up to you how you hold it. You could hold it horizontally like this, or you could flip it and add it vertically. You should play around with your favorite sides of your painting and how you think you look best on your painting. Whichever way you think you want to be the top, the bottom, and the sides, that is totally up to you because you are the artist. Whenever I decide, then I'm going to use my glue stick. When I use my glue stick, I do not want it way up there. No, because that could break. I want it just peeking over the edge. If I ever need to change the level, I just twist it at the bottom. Then I'm going to use it to outline the very outside edges after I flip my self-portrait over. I'm using the back side to glue. I get that glue all over, starting with the outline, and then I press it down in the middle of my paper wherever you want. Then I flip it over and give it a good massage. Paper likey, because now it's all glued and stuck. It's not going to fall off since I gave it that massage on the back. It's really glued down. Then I'm going to sign my name because artists always sign their name when they're finished with the masterpiece on the front. Don't worry about your class code. That should already be on the back. You don't need to write it again on the front. I can't wait to see your awesome self-portraits and paintings, artists.